Are you worried about inheritance tax? It may shock you to learn that if you have been named the executor of a will, then you may well be held responsible for paying any inheritance tax or IHT due on the deceased's estate before you have received any money from probate. If the deceased was a single person and their estate is valued at above £325,000, then you can expect to pay 40% of the value above this amount if no tax reliefs are applicable. If they were the surviving partner of a marriage, the amount known as the nil rate band is doubled to £650,000. This means that thousands of pounds may be required to pay off the inheritance tax debt before you receive a penny from the proceeds of the estate. It may be that there are enough cash savings held within the estate to pay off this debt, in which case HMRC might allow you to make a direct payment to them straight from the deceased's savings account or accounts. However, if there is not enough cash available, it will be up to you to make up the shortfall. Although you will be able to recoup the money when probate has been granted, you must find a way to pay the debt up front. You might choose to borrow the money from within the family or borrow it from the bank. Banks are very familiar with this scenario, and as they know the loan will be settled relatively quickly, they are often amenable. A slightly better scenario arises when the bulk of the estate is made up of property. In this instance, HMRC will normally allow probate to be granted and the inheritance tax debt to be paid in installments over a maximum period of 10 years. But be careful though, this extended term brings with it additional interest to be paid on the outstanding balance. In some cases, the estate may be held principally in the form of shares. Technically, probate must still be granted and the inheritance tax debt paid before any shares can be sold. However, HMRC often offers some flexibility here, and you may be able to discuss the possibility of HMRC waiting until the shares have been sold in order for you to pay the IHT bill, so long as it is considered a priority when allocating proceeds from the estate.